In this video, we're going to be previewing a matchup here in the Midwest region between the 4th seeded Kansas Jayhawks and the number 13 seed, the Samford Bulldogs. For the Kansas Jayhawks, they come into the tournament as a 4 seed, 22-10 their record. They finished 6th in the Big 12 this year, and they lost in the second round of the Big 12 tournament to Cincinnati. They got blown out. They didn't have their best 2 players in there, so it's hard to gauge what Kansas is right now. If you don't know about the injury situation for Kansas, Kevin McCullough dealing with a knee injury. He's been dealing with this for about the past month or so. Hunter Dickinson dislocated his shoulder a couple of games ago. He's still kind of trying to get back from that. This Kansas team was 18-5 before the McCullough injury. McCullough has played some and then he sat some off and on the entire time. They're 4-5 since McCullough got hurt originally, and they really don't look like the same team right now. But as a whole, Kansas, a really solid defensive team this year. They're 10th in the nation in defensive efficiency, and they're really strong at defending the paint with their anchor big man, Hunter Dickinson, leading the way. Offensively, this team really good at passing the ball. Number 1 in the nation in assist rate. They share the ball. Really good passing team for Kansas. Now, the key player to look out for is a guy I already mentioned, Kevin McCullough. He is their best player. And I really think he is the guy who makes the engine go. Again, 18-5 before he got hurt, 4-5 after he has been hurt. In the games that he's played since he was injured, 12 points per game, and he's shooting 35% from the field. I don't think he's the same player right now. Clearly, that knee is still bothering him. And the concern for this team, what everybody's going to talk about, my concern for this team is the injuries. It seems like both of these guys, McCullough and Dickinson, are going to play on Thursday, but that does not get rid of the concerns for me on the injury front for this Kansas team. Are they going to have that chemistry that they had when they were playing so well back in December? Are they going to be the same team? They haven't practiced together really as of late. I'm not sure. Injury is a big concern for me about Kansas. For the 13th seeded Samford Bulldogs, what a season for Samford. 29-5 coming into the NCAA tournament. They won the SoCon, the Southern Conference, the regular season title, and the conference tournament championship as well. They play Buckyball, named after their head coach, Bucky McMillan, which, to give you a peek at what Buckyball is, they basically play really fast. They full court press the entire game, and they get shots up quickly on offense, and they take a lot of threes. 14th in the nation in tempo. They full court press basically all game. 16th in the nation in forcing turnovers. They take a lot of threes, and they hit 39.3% from beyond the arc. That's 8th in the country. Now, the key player for Samford is their big man, Achor, the 6'9" junior big man. He's been on a tear as of late. He averaged 22 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game in the SoCon tournament. He's a Swiss Army knife. He's good defensively. He can take you off of the dribble, especially if you're a slower big man. Achor has been a monster for this team. This is a really deep Samford team. 8 guys play more than 17 minutes per game, a deep squad for the Bulldogs. My big concern for Samford, however, is they are a poor rebounding team. They are susceptible to being taken advantage of on the glass. 313th in the nation in defensive rebounding. That could be a problem. They lack size a little bit as well. The ability to close out possessions certainly going to be crucial for Samford. Now, as far as this matchup goes, this is a tricky one to pick because there's so much unknown about Kansas, right? This team has lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They're dealing with injury problems. Their best 2 players, Kevin McCullough and Hunter Dickinson. They look like they're both going to play, but are they going to be 100%? And are they going to be able to play together like they did when they were playing so well back in December? I'm just not sure. Let me say this right now. If Kansas can figure it out, they are talented enough where they could go all the way to the Final Four. But I don't know if they're going to be able to figure it out. To beat this Samford team, they need to pound the ball inside. They need to feed Hunter Dickinson, and they have to kill Samford on the glass and not turn the ball over. Meanwhile, for Samford, this is a cohesive unit, a deep team. They play 10 guys consistently, 8 guys significant minutes. So many shooters on this team. Everybody on the floor, basically, for Samford can shoot the three at a high rate, and they turn you over if you are not cohesive with your passing and your press breaker. If I had to put this one on the upset potential meter, I've been alluding to it a little bit. We've got an upset brewing, at least for me here in this one. I like Samford. I like this spot. Give me the Samford Bulldogs over the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas seems like they're a mess right now. Again, they could figure it out and prove me wrong and go all the way to the Final Four. Very, very possible. But I think they take advantage, Samford does, of a team that I don't know if they're going to be playing their best basketball on Thursday. Give me the Samford Bulldogs in a big upset, 13-4, to move on to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends and family, but absolutely humiliate them? If you like the sound of that, subscribe down below to College Hoops Tonight, because we're previewing all 36 first-round games of the NCAA tournament to give you the edge you need to nail your bracket and absolutely crush your friends and family in your bracket pool.